Mr. President, I need to speak with the President immediately. I need to speak with the President.
I need to speak with the President right away. It's urgent. I asked to speak to the President.
Mr. President.
Please tell the President. Yes, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President. Mr. President! Mr. President! Yes, Mr. President!
Mr. President, this is Jack Bauer. I understand, Mr. President. Thank you for your support, Mr. President. This is Jack Bauer. I need to speak with the President.
Mr. President. Mr. President. I'm sorry, Mr. President.
Yes, Mr. President. Mr. President. Mr. President. Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. President, I found the chip. Mr. President, I understand.
Yes, Mr. President. Mr. President, I can tell you for certain the Cypress audio has been forged. Mr. President. Yes, Mr. President. Yes, Mr. President.
Mr. President?
Mr. President, I understand that this is an impossible choice. Mr. President, I understand, Mr. President. Thank you. Mr. President, is this line secure? Yes, Mr. President. In order to protect you, Mr. President, it has to be. Mr. President, I understand, Mr. President. If you don't say anything, Mr. President, I will accept that as a go for this mission. Good luck, Mr. President. Mr. President. Mr. President. Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President. Unfortunately, Mr. President. Mr. President.
Mr. President. Mr. President.
Yes, Mr. President. Mr. President, I hope you understand. Mr. President. Mr. President, there's nothing to forgive. Mr. President, I hope you don't mind me saying so. Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President.
They're going after the President. What is the status of the President?
Need to call the President now.
Mr. President.
It's nice to talk to you too, Mr. President. I understand, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President. Yes, Mr. President. Mr. President, that will never happen. Mr. President, you're doing what has to be done. Mr. President, it's Jack Bauer. Mr. President, you saved my life. Mr. President, it's been an honor.